And I call the member for Macquarie.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I rise to speak on the Coalition's wonderful Green Army initiative, which continues to deliver positive outcomes for our young people and the environment in the electorate of Macquarie and indeed across the nation. With projects regularly occurring across the electorate, we are seeing firsthand the benefits of the program on the ground in both the Hawkesbury and the Blue Mountains. While supporting local environmental work and heritage conservation projects across Australia, the Green Army initiative is engaging young people aged 17 to 24 years and providing them with opportunities to learn new skills to prepare them for a career path they may not have considered before having given this opportunity and gaining the experience. With more than $700 million committed to Green Army projects across Australia over 4 years, it is making a real difference to environmental assets by restoring and protecting habitat, weeding, planting, cleaning up creeks and rivers and restoring cultural heritage places. Some of the many projects currently underway in the Hawkesbury and Blue Mountains include the Accessible World Heritage Experience Grand Cliff Top Walk project, which will improve and link existing Upper Mountains heritage-listed walking tracks from Wentworth Falls to Katoomba. The Blue Mountains is a beautiful World Heritage-listed region, and there are many tourists and locals who use the picnic areas and walking tracks to go bird watching and bushwalking. It is important to keep these tracks maintained and accessible for all to enjoy while still protecting the environment. While that project is ongoing and successful in the Blue Mountains, in the Hawkesbury region, a group of volunteers have been working on the Bushells Lagoon Habitat Restoration project in Wilberforce. Many of those working on the project have also brought a wealth of knowledge on board through university degrees in natural resource management, water quality, riparian management and animal science, which is incredibly valuable. Over 6 months, the Bushells Lagoon team will be on the ground working on restoring the degraded lagoon by testing water quality, removing invasive weeds and growing Indigenous plants. I value the commitment and dedication of the many Green Army volunteers who are having a go, providing great outcomes for the environment, which will now be sustained for current and future generations. Dr. Andy Marks from the University of Western Sydney's Hawkesbury campus, who will be involved in 6 recently announced projects, said the UWS are a very enthusiastic supporter of the Green Army program and is an example of critically important environmental action initiatives. The 6 projects will involve the management of bushland and wetlands in Richmond and Hobartville, which contain Cumberland Plain bushland. It has been wonderful to have the opportunity to visit the sites where the conservation work is being carried out and meeting the wonderful young volunteers that are involved. A few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of attending the graduation and farewell of 2 Green Army projects from the Hawkesbury, which will be completed this month. Sponsored by the Hawkesbury Environmental Network, the volunteers spoke of the project's success, the experience they gained in leadership and learning about how precious environment and ecosystems, as well as camaraderie, was developed. The volunteers also mentioned that it had opened up doorways to a career path, some of them actually already in work as a result of being part of the Green Army project. The 2 Green Army projects involved the restoration of Little Weenie Creek and Yellowmundy Regional Park bushland and the regeneration of Redbank Creek, Grossvale and the University of Western Sydney's Earth Care Centre. The Redbank Creek project involved the removal of the cat's claw creeper, a weed which was rapidly spreading into endangered ecological communities and other bushland areas of Grossvale. The Little Weenie Creek and Yellowmundy project involved the removal of environmental weeds to regenerate native species. I'd like to particularly thank HEN, UWS, Blue Mountain City Council and others who have been involved in projects across the electorate of Macquarie for their support and initiative. I encourage young people to consider becoming involved in round 4 of the program, which closes in September, as well as local groups who feel they may have projects which need to be addressed. Together we can work towards a better environmental outcomes for our communities and sustain our beauty, while also providing opportunities for our young people and pathways and doorways for them to step into a career.
I thank the member for Macquarie.